Your white, male, cisgender, patriarchal privilege is showing in your ignorance of the complex nuances addressing your microaggressions towards those of lower social classes. Go bend over for the Koch brothers to you and me.
The social justice warriors are at it again. Not satisfied in making up entire new words, they've now found a way to quarrel with the definition of actual words. Yes, now in the social justice warrior lexicon, words like thug, riot, and terrorism no longer mean what they've always meant. This comes in the wake of some cultural turmoil. So after Baltimore, you've had plenty of pundits and people on mainstream media who have declared that the word thug is secret code for the new N-word.
You have me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
The North Pole, them are fighting words, partner.
Again, it's not seen as some fringe belief in media, but when we ask people on the street, when you think of the word thug, what do you think of?
I think of somebody who is disfortunate trying to make it on their own.
Thugs are people that wear their pants below their waist.
I think of someone who's young, a male, probably being given not a lot of chances.
I think of a person trying to rob you.
Some people in the media have said that thug is the new N-word. Would you agree, disagree?
I would disagree.
Absolutely disagree.
Anyone can be a thug.
A thug can be anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be a black person.
I think thug is a term that is directed toward a certain group, but I think it could be applied to anybody.
To me, thug is not very racially not motivated, but has that connotation.
I think it's way more sexist than racist. I think male before I think of any race.
Thugs were people that did criminal activity.
Thugs, so you think it's sexist toward males?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've never encountered a woman that I thought, oh, she's a thug.
I know I'm going all over.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We didn't want to interrupt you, but I think your daughter's getting a little antsy, so.
It's my son, my nephew. He's a boy.
Oh, nephew.
I've heard that people don't like the term criminal anymore because it's saying that it's labeling.
That's just stupid. Yeah, I know they're male and female and black privilege must be showing. It seems that people think it's more racist to say that the word thug is actually racist because in doing so, you're ascribing that to one individual race of people. Truth is, this should be an area where Americans are unifying and agreeing the rioters in Baltimore were thugs. The bikers who shot each other out in Waco were thugs. Great, we're all on the same page. Now, there is the point that thug culture has only recently become something seen as worthy of emulation. And of course, some of that stems from hip-hop culture, which ironically enough, leftists have informally declared it as the final say on all things black culture. Now see, I'm from Detroit. I don't even think of hip-hop as the most defining aspect of black culture. I think of blues, rock and roll, Motown, gospel music, all of which have contributed of greater significance to a rich and storied black American cultural history. I think leftists are saying it's racially charged because the kind of gang culture we're talking about isn't that of old white biker gangs. Show me the 11-year-old kid looking like ZZ Top in a three-piece rocker. Plus, granted, for a long time, white gangs were super gay. It's the same thing when leftists get mad and say, oh, if it's a brown person, you're gonna say terrorist, but if it's a white person, you won't. No, terrorism ultimately has to have an ideological or political end to its agenda. Shooting up another biker in a glorified titty bar doesn't count. Which brings us to some of these tweets where leftists are furious that the media isn't referring to the Waco shooting as a riot. And that's namely because it wasn't an actual riot. Sure, a shootout is terrible, unlawful, and these people should be fully prosecuted, but 9 dead gang members isn't a riot by the legally recognized criminal act of inciting or engaging in a riot. Whereas in Baltimore, where over 350 businesses who had nothing to do with Freddie Gray or the cops found themselves vandalized or completely destroyed as part of what is essentially the civil equivalent to a dirty bomb. Riots indiscriminately cause chaos and hurt people. They don't care who. And both white people and black people throughout American history have rioted. And both incidents involve what most Americans would refer to as thugs. Just look at this little experiment we did. Just yes or no, I'm gonna show you pictures and you're gonna say if you would think that person is a thug. Okay?
Oh, okay. No. No. Yes.
Thug? Nah. No. Yes.
No. No. Yeah.
No. No. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes. If I know people, yeah, no.
Aw, no. No.
Carlton, maybe a little bit. I've seen him do the Carlton.
No, not Carlton.
No. No.
No, Carlton.
Just looking at this picture, you can say thug.
No. No. Guys from Home Alone, yes.
No.
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 Yes. I'd say they're thugs. I would say they're thugs.
Yes. No.
No. No. Yeah.
No. No.
I'd give it a
I feel like
yes.
society would say yes, but I mean, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
It's important to understand the PC police right now are trying to set up language in a way that allows for the open-ended twisting and contorting of what's being said so that they can apply a motive to the person using it without actually ever proving anything. So now instead of talking about how to fix problems with violence in cities in America or how to curb biker shootouts, we're talking about whether thug is the new N-word or a riot can apply to the drunken neighbor down the street who's yelling that he's Jesus versus the guy who's actually trying to incite a riot. It devalues the importance of language. It devalues the importance of honest debate. And none of you have to accept any of it. And anyone who tells you that you have to is just a bully, lowlife, and or thug.
You heard me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals!
Don't you dare even think of subscribing to this microaggressing, patriarchist, Koch brother patsy! Big oil!